you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
Do you want to form an alliance with me? Absolutely, I do. Good.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go.
Oh my God, I did not think he was going to do that. That scared me. That actually scared me a little bit.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
Welcome to Two Brothers and Friends podcast. It has been, how long now, Eder? Like
More than 3 months.
Since Josh passed away. And just gotta say, man.
I'm right here, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn, man. Sorry about that. Oh.
Why are you taking a deep breath, first off?
Welcome
to Two Brothers.
That's how you passed, dude.
Edgar, did you not hear that?
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
You did
This guy, man. You know, he hasn't walked in like 5 days, and he's trying to catch a breath over here from just fucking talking.
I'm glad you're still among the living, Josh.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad. Great.
We're also joined by our pal Eric, our friend Eric. Thoughts on the Super Bowl, Eric?
What a great game. Eagles brought the second one home. A lot of people in this room, one in particular, had a lot to say about my quarterback, Jalen Hurts, being mediocre.
Greatest system quarterback of all time.
You know, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion. Been to the Super Bowl twice now.
Yeah. It is February. No, I'm just kidding.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Yeah, guys, welcome back to Two Brothers. It's been a minute since we recorded, but we are here nonetheless. And tonight's episode, we are going to be discussing, how would you say this, like movies that are not great, but in our hearts, they're like 10s, okay? You can call these comfort movies, you can call these guilty pleasure movies, however you want to classify it. That's what we're here to talk about on this episode. And before you guys go in the comments, oh, what are you guys going to talk about? Let me comment what movie. No, we've already picked it out. So let me lay it out before we go into it. Josh, I gave you an assignment to watch Saw 6. Did you complete that assignment?
I sure did. First off, don't ever tell our fans, our 6 fans, to comment, because they never fucking do.
No,
so if you're listening to this, fucking comment. Right. Please, we appreciate feedback. We really do. We're not insecure.
No, not at all.
Except me.
We're not desperate. Eric, your assignment from Edgar was to watch Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Did you complete this assignment?
I completed it right away.
He did.
Yeah, you were probably the first one to actually complete it out of all of us.
You know, the sad thing, too, is he probably doesn't remember anything from the movie. So, short and sweet.
Right.
Short and sweet.
Edgar, your assignment from Eric was to watch End of Days. Did you complete that assignment?
Yeah.
You don't seem too happy about that. We'll get into it in a bit. And Josh, you gave me the assignment of watching Street Fighter the movie. And I did complete this assignment. So
I want you to start, because I was watching parts of it with you, and it was like, okay.
Okay. That's all you could say.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
He went okay, then he walked out of the movie.
So I hate to do this. As much as I'm excited to dive into this podcast and hear our opinions, can we play catch up a little bit? How many months has it been?
What did you say? Was it like 2 months?
More than
3 months?
Well, you thought it was February. I think it's like July. You know, what month are we in? Where have we been for the past couple months?
The world we've been living in has been pretty crazy lately. So, I mean, we don't know fucking up and down what's left, what's right. But, yeah, sure, let's catch up. What have you guys been up to?
Yeah, not much. I think you started it off well for me, asking about the Super Bowl and the Eagles, and that was good. And I've kind of been reveling in that since February. So I did watch the movie early. I'm not going to get into it just yet, but I had to take some notes. So I've been kind of like trying to prepare for this. And other than that, it's like you said, it's been kind of a whirlwind, kind of all over the place. But we're back, we're grounded, and ready to get going.
Josh, what have you been up to, man?
I have been swimming in work You know,
I thought you were supposed to be swimming in bitches like this.
it's swimming in bitches. I hope my wife doesn't hear this podcast.
Okay, but swimming in pork makes more sense, right?
I'm still a virgin. You know what's crazy is like we talk like once a week, I would say, and then I like stopped calling Alberto.
Edgar thought that you'd hung yourself from like a fucking Panda Express or something. That's what you said, right?
Wait, what verbiage
That's
did you
what
use?
Edgar
Edgar,
said.
stop laughing.
That's what you said.
Man up. Tell me the details.
Like, how come Josh isn't talking to you? Did you die? What happened? Go ahead, explain yourself. What do you think happened to Josh? You actually did think he died.
Oh yeah, you guys talk every other day.
Yeah.
And there was like this period where you guys didn't talk. I was like, is he okay?
Yeah.
So I think that he hung himself
At Panda Express? Why Panda? Is this an Asian
ask
joke?
him.
Should I be offended? I'm not even Chinese, bro. Shit, I'm not even Asian enough to be in that category.
I was just
My skin is so fucking white.
I'm matching his
Can he
level.
be in that
That's all.
But I have missed you guys. You know, it's a privilege to come back to this, decompress, talk shop of the things that we enjoy. It's been forever, you know. So,
You know what? We didn't record. When did we record? When was the last time? Do you remember?
December, man. It was in December.
you two last recorded in December.
No, with you
All
guys.
four of us.
Okay.
And Edgar and I have not recorded
You know,
since then. Depending on when this is
we
coming.
recorded at Eric's house that day, right?
Yeah.
And I knew something was off with Josh over here.
Yeah.
Remember when we were leaving? He was going the other way.
Oh yeah, you were so. Remember? Do you remember that? Josh?
I was fucking tired.
Yeah, you said, "Oh,
Yeah.
my car's this way," and the fucking pool was like behind you.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
that was
I don't know. Like I've never been that complex before.
It's actually,
Everything
actually,
looked
no,
the
I'm over
fucking
there.
same.
Yeah.
You know, like you know when they say Asians don't know direction.
Yeah.
That is a perfect example
Oh,
right
okay,
there,
all right.
right?
Well, we witnessed it firsthand.
Yeah, it was wild, right? Stereotype is real, you know. And if you get offended, fuck you.
It was.
You know.
It's been a minute. We're glad to be back to record. Edgar and I have just been chilling, playing games because that's what we do.
Alberto, you
That's
have a
what
baby
this-
coming on the way, right?
Yeah, it's due in June 15th.
June 15th
June
of
15th.
2052.
No, it's 2030, okay? Josh? 2030, man, all right. I mean, you want to... So how close are you to the grave, Josh?
To the
What's
grave?
going on?
Any day. Apparently, I'm
20,
graying aggressively is what I was just told.
then I tell you,
Aggressive.
I ran into him, right? I told you when I went to Walmart. Yeah, so this guy looks...
Oh, yeah, you were... That was during the holidays, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comparison, like, Eric's just been chilling.
Right? You compare
Jealous. He's on cloud nine. The Eagles won the Super Bowl, living life, you know, doing great things.
What did you think of the Kendrick Lamar halftime performance?
So fucking good.
Really good, right?
It's fucking good.
Have you been following the Drake beef with Kendrick?
I did a little bit, not too much of it, but yeah. But he, in my opinion, he destroyed it. He destroyed Drake,
And he's still doing it.
and he's still doing it.
Somehow is still doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but if you go buy his new album, GNX, like the vinyl record, there's a little diss to Drake where you turn it over and you see where the record's made from. It says made in Canada.
Oh shit.
I was like, God, this guy just does not stop dissing Drake, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, no. So let's get into it, right? Let's jump in. Eddie, you said you wanted me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. When we last talked last night, what did you think my impressions were of Street Fighter?
That you didn't like it. You were like, you had this surprised look.
I said, I don't know what the fuck
Oh,
Josh saw in this movie. I think he's like hyping it up too much, is what I said.
Before you saw this, or after?
No, after I saw
After. Okay.
it was like just after the credits started rolling. It was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what people see in it, whatever. Then I started doing my research on it, watching videos of it, and as I was doing that, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that part. Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh yeah, that line was pretty funny. It was pretty cringy. I like that. And then I started looking into like the making of the film, and I was like, okay, you know what? I think I do like this movie. And I think I credit it to the actor who played M. Bison. What is his name?
Fuck. IMDb, gentlemen.
See, I think I might have it on hand real quick. It is.
Come on, guys.
It's the guy from the Addams Family.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Raul Julia.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard, maybe you did tell me this in our conversations on the phone right before we recorded, but the fact that he had like terminal cancer
Yeah.
while he did this film,
Yep.
and this is basically like his gift to his kids before he passed on.
Yep.
That changed my whole mindset on the film. Weirdly enough, I was like, okay, you know what? Because he was a highlight for me of the film. Watching it, I was like, yeah. Okay, yeah, this movie went from like a 5.5 out of 10 to like a 7.5 out of 10.
Remember, these are perfect movies, gentlemen.
In our hearts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're perfect critically. I mean, obviously, if you look up these
garbage.
yeah, they're not great. But in our hearts, they're comfort films, and I have to agree. This was a good movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme was, weirdly enough, for as much energy as he has in this film, overshadowed by Raul Julia. And him as M. Bison is like fucking amazing. I think we were on the phone when I was telling you, like, I did see a clip of it. It was the one where he was talking to Chun-Li, and he was like, oh, the day that Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was a Tuesday. And I was like, that's the coldest fucking line I think ever dropped
Yes.
in like action movies.
The
That
way
was just-
he delivered it.
It was perfect, man. It was perfect. I saw comments on videos of like when I was like doing my research after the movie was done. People were saying like he should get an Oscar even though he's like gone. Like he should still receive some kind of award for his recognition as M. Bison. You know what? 100% agree. I think he did such a fucking great job. Not to say anything about Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. Boy, was that a performance. There was a moment in the film when he was like, or someone, I think it was Cammy was saying like, where's Bison? He was like, he probably ran away. And I was like, what the fuck? I had to rewind. I was like, what the fuck? What did Van Damme say? He probably. I was like, God damn.
Don't forget, he's an American too.
Apparently he's an American. The way the movie starts, also, like he gets in front of the camera and is like, I know that bastard Bison is watching this, and he just like strikes a pose. And he's like, you took the bait. He's like, that was the bait? Was you showing your fucking muscles on like live TV? What? But yeah, the plot is nonsensical. I mean, you can kind of follow it, but when you realize like the script was made in like a night, I was like, okay, does that make sense? Because like what's Bison's whole like plan? He just wants $20 million.
Yeah.
That's it. Like this guy's Mr. Evil.
Right?
Or is it Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil.
Like, that's his whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And he's just holding people hostage and like, I don't know, dude. I'll be honest. I wasn't really following the plot as much.
What plot? But
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
What plot? You're right. What plot? Did you catch the joke where is it Balrog? Yeah, Balrog and Honda are like chained up or whatever. And Balrog's like, oh, I think I may need you to give me a hand. And then the Honda's like, oh, we've only been here for a few hours. Give me a month.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to like for it to click. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good actually. Ken and Ryu in this film are like hustlers.
Yep.
That was like, okay. I don't really fucking care. Go ahead. What, you name drop like half the fucking Street Fighter cast in the first 5 minutes. I don't give a shit what's going on. Half of them are like cameramen. They're reporters and shit. I was like, I don't care, dude. This doesn't. But once you throw that away, once you don't give a fuck about the plot and you just sit down and you watch like this hour and 42-minute film, yeah, you're in for a treat, I think. I think that's the reason why I wasn't enjoying it, because I was trying to follow the plot, which is a mistake. Because you'll end up like fucking Zangief, just being
Right.
confused throughout the whole thing. But once you just watch it and you're just like, I don't care. Dude.
Change the channel.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, that's it. I like, or like, you got paid? And like, that just seemed like the actor was saying that. Like, it was like, what the fuck is going on? Great film. 7.5 out of 10 is what I'd give it. I enjoyed it. It was a fun time. Once I did hear about like Raul Julia's like work schedule and how much time he put into it, the rumors of Jean-Claude Van Damme being like fucking coked up for like most of the production of this film, which there is some credence to that when you see like, because they made a video game alongside the movie.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have much time to like get the character, the actors like mocap for it. Everyone had like 6 hours to like come in and do their fucking like motion capture for the film or for the game, but for Jean-Claude Van Damme, he was only there for like 4 hours because the rest of the time he was just snorting coke. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Legit. Like behind the scenes, I guess he was doing two things. He was fucking the girl that played Cammy.
That makes sense.
And then he was doing cocaine. That's all he did during that movie.
Both those things are completely true in my head canon. I completely think that that's the case.
And the thing about Street Fighter, which makes it so great, besides Bison's acting, holy shit, one of the greatest performances of all time, in my opinion, is the cringe scenes are so fucking enjoyable. The scenes that like you're like, is this movie taking itself serious? You know, when Bison jumps on that like floating device and it's a fucking arcade system.
Yeah, it's just the arcade stick from the
right.
Yeah.
Or when Jean-Claude Van Damme gets shot, right? And he's like, he's dead. And then he's on the table with the cloth on him, and then Chun-Li comes in.
Yeah.
And then he's alive, and it's like, were you laying there for the last hour just waiting for somebody to get into the room, you know? Like like all that shit is just so bad. Zangief's one-liners, oh god, it's just so fucking good.
Yeah, I think once you put that, like I said, forget about the plot, just watch it for the cringy dialogue, for the you know, for as much as like short time as they had to film, the choreography was actually like not bad. It was okay. I was expecting worse, but it was all right.
Yeah.
You know? And like Jean-Claude Van Damme did that backflip like kick or whatever. That was really good. Yeah, just everything about it is camp.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's camp.
And I would say there's only one thing about the movie that's Street Fighter related. At the end, when they do their poses.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it.
That's it. You were there for that, right? I was like, why the fuck did they strike a pose for? Like, okay. I guess weird. That's it.
What were they looking at?
Right?
You know, like.
Yeah, no, dude. I don't. Yeah, once I threw that away, I was like, all right, this is not bad. I enjoyed it. So, thank you for introducing me to Street Fighter, the movie. I now understand the hype. I might watch it again. I might go out my way to find it and buy it.
So
there's a steel book for it if you're
no shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that. So fun fact is, you know, I saw that movie. Obviously, when it first came to video, I rented it. My dad and I rented it, or my dad rented it. We watched it together. And keep in mind, I came off of I had just watched Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, which is one of the greatest animated movies of all time. And I remember watching this, and I was like, the fuck am I watching? I think I was like in elementary school or middle school or something, and I was just like, the fuck is this? This is fucking garbage, right? Yeah. And then I remember, like, I like at a young age, I would find myself, like, still watching it. You know, every time it was, like, on TV, I'd watch it. Occasionally, I would rent it. And then I bought it. And I'm like, I don't hate this movie. I fucking love this movie. You know, so I had to let it bake a little bit. Yeah. And I always found myself gravitating to it. And then finally it just hit me like, I fucking love this movie so much. This movie is so fucking good. What is wrong with this movie?
I don't know, man. Once you look at it critically, I'm sure you can find things that are like not great.
Oh, it's garbage.
But I don't care.
10.
It's, yeah.
To me,
I understand the 10. I think
right here,
it's not a 10 for me, but
It's a
I
10.
can understand it's a 10 for some people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Street Fighter is in the books. I enjoyed it. I'll buy it. I'll buy the Steelbook now that Edgar's mentioned it. So, yeah. Edgar?
No.
All right.
The one.
Eric, you were assigned Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter.
Yes, I was.
I had thoughts about that when Edgar told me that he recommended it to you, but I'm going to go ahead and just...
What kind of thoughts though? First,
Yeah, what kind of thoughts?
Elaborate.
Why the fuck would you recommend Eric to watch that movie? I said.
Okay, look. I looked through my library that we have, and I couldn't pick one. So there was he said Grandma's Boy, but I think he probably watched that, so...
I have seen that.
See?
I mean, it'd been a long time. I would have had to have rewatched it.
Oh, okay. There was other ones like that. It's like, fuck, okay.
I'm
And
we
we were reaching towards the end to, like, we're going to record.
I'm getting top 5 horror movie vibes, Alberto.
Oh, with that
With that pick right there.
Edgar's pick.
Wow. Okay.
Let's wait and see what Eric thought of it. I don't know, but
And, well, okay, this one for me, yeah, it's... even the title gives it away. It's like, what kind of fucking movie this is?
yeah.
But I haven't, I enjoyed it when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not great, but I enjoyed it for what it is.
What do you give it though? Your own personal score.
A 7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. For what it is, I know it's not fucking great or all that, but
That's a good score.
yeah.
That's a great score.
It's a fair
Yeah.
What a score.
All right.
All right, it's a good leeway.
Okay, here we go.
So I watched this movie. I probably should have waited so it was a little bit more fresh in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to watch it right away because I don't know. Said watch it, and I'm not gonna lie. When you told me the name, I don't think I had ever heard. I think maybe I'd heard of it, but I don't. It didn't ring a bell. So I had to rent this movie. So it cost me, I think, $4.99.
I knew it. I knew it. Did.
Had to rent it.
I know you had to rent it.
Yeah. Couldn't find it on any of the streaming platforms just available, so I had to rent this. And,
Expense it. Send Edgar the check.
I'll send him the bill.
Don't worry. I got my... Okay. All right.
No, it's okay. I haven't even... You're assuming that I'm, like, shitting on the movie.
No.
But...
Give him a chance.
I know.
So...
Maybe it's $5 worth.
Here's what I'll say. This movie... As ridiculous as the title was, this movie had a pretty good cast of actors, notable. So I'll start. I got their names right here. I'm trying to look them up. But this had who's the guy that Mackie? Is it Anthony Mackie? The guy
Anthony
who plays
wannabe Captain America.
Yes, the guy who's playing. What was his character in the MCU? His first character.
Oh, Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon. So he played in this movie. He was one of the the sidekick character for Abraham Lincoln, who was played by Benjamin Walker. He didn't ring a bell. Like I'd seen him, his face, but not something. I can't think of anything else he was in. Now it did have Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yes.
Who's pretty good. She was in, for those who don't know, she most notably probably Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yep.
And she was also in the prequel thing, The Thing.
She was.
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
yes,
the
she
prequel.
was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, again, there were some decent actors. And there was the guy who, from the very opening scene, who he was in, the only movie I could think of him in was Triple X. Movie Triple X with Vin Diesel. He was like the villain in that movie. So he was in this movie, a villain. Anyway, so there was a surprising cast that surprised me because I'm like, this is a very strange title, kind of a goofy title, but decent cast. So I was like, okay. This movie started pretty well with like a story. Like there was more to it than just the title. Like you think of the title and it seems so simple. Like, okay, cool. But, the movie starts, he's a boy. This is taking place, obviously, like, what, in the 1700s?
Yeah.
Something like that. And
Fictionalized.
fictionalized, and he's living in what appears to be like a kind of a blue-collar settlement where everyone's, like, got a job and they're, working. And his dad is the boy who's the main character, Abraham Lincoln. He's a boy, though, and his dad is kind of under the thumb of kind of a tyrant foreman, and there's a dispute. He owes him money, and he ends up getting killed. And the guy reveals himself as a vampire. It's not like a secret. He kind of like reveals himself as one. Yeah. And so he's a boy trying to kind of fight this vampire because he's devastated that he killed his dad. And another vampire comes in and kind of saves the day, like helps him fight this vampire off. It kind of saves him. So it's like a vampire on vampire. Mm-hmm. Then the movie kind of cuts forward. Now, real quick, I shouldn't go that far ahead, but there's two boys in the beginning. It's Abraham Lincoln and his sidekick friend. They're like kids, and one of them gets like marked. Anthony Mackie's character gets like a scar in this battle. Okay. I'll get to that later.
Can you actually see it?
Yeah, like yeah, this fucking guy.
No comment on that.
Anyway, it cuts to the future, and he is obviously a character that's been like he's been living to this moment where he's going to, seek his revenge, and it opens up that way, and that's how the story starts. It's an easy story to understand. It's not hard. This is not a hard story concept plot to get. You know what is happening. Yeah. So as the story develops, he is kind of trying to hunt this guy down, trying to find out where this guy is to understand what's going on, and he finds him on this dock, and he goes to try to kill him, and that's when this vampire that saved him in the first scene comes back, helps him again, and then he kind of takes him under his wing. This other vampire takes him under his wing and starts to develop his skill set to hunt down these vampires. So the secret's out.
It's like a blade.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, except as I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, cool. He's getting tutelage from another vampire on how to slay other vampires by using silver, all the typical bullshit you would do to kill a cryptid, if you want to call it that. But he doesn't know the guy's a vampire. So he's like going through this rigorous training of how to wield an axe. Like they take their time to like let the story kind of like marinate, develop. It's not super rushed, but I'm sitting here like, okay, this is a vampire, but he doesn't know the fucking guy's a vampire. That's the only part till later. Yeah. He reveals himself as one. No, he doesn't even reveal himself. He catches him in the act, and then there's a little bit of like a betrayal, kind of like disagreement, scuffle, and
so I'm confused. Like, did they not execute it well? That this
yeah,
guy
it's
was
terrible.
Like he's obviously a vampire.
He's clearly a vampire.
The person is too stupid to understand that he's a vampire.
Hey, that's Abraham Lincoln.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Abraham
One
Lincoln.
of the most intellectual presidents that we've ever had, apparently. But go ahead.
No, it was just mind-blowing because this whole time I know he's a vampire, and this guy doesn't until this one scene in the movie, and then he feels a little betrayed by this guy. It's a very simple story. There's the love interest, Winstead.
Mary Elizabeth.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead is, he's working in this shop in this town. Abraham is just as a clerk, and this woman comes in, and they start to fall in love. It's very simple, and the story keeps going, and he becomes like an axe wielding martial artist vampire killer, kind of like Blade.
He knows martial arts.
Yeah, like he learns. This vampire teaches him how to do all these things.
This was 400 years ago, John.
They had martial arts back.
I'm just saying,
keep going.
So he's Abraham Lincoln. He's a martial artist, and this is before he takes office, because then there's politics. They add politics into the movie, and he ends up marrying this woman, and they have a kid, and then the kid gets bitten, and it escalates further. So it goes beyond like the revenge to avenge his mom and his dad's death. Mm-hmm. And, some of the fighting scenes are a little bit like you could see they're pretty poor CGI. Like there's this part where they're like a bunch of horses like running through a field, and they're jumping on the horses, sword fighting, and he's not a vampire. He's a human.
I watch this after?
Yeah, they're like literally like grappling horses in between this. Like there's like 100 of these horses running, and they're fighting, and it's wildly corny. but entertaining because it's sort of filmed well. I don't know. There's not really any good lines. Kind of like Street Fighter had some like great lines,
It's
right?
also practical.
Yes.
All the fight scenes were not CG.
Yeah.
This,
Hey.
yeah, this really had none of that. So there wasn't really any great, like
Memorable
moments. Like it's just very basic, simple, kind of bland, but shockingly watchable. And guess what happens in the end?
He gets his ass.
He gets the win. He gets the win, and
Well, didn't he?
right, but he does. In the end, he gets assassinated. But in this story, he saves America. Because what you find out later is there's vampires all over, and they're actually the soldiers of the South trying to take over the North. So he has to figure out how to get all this silver to give to the North faction to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this battle to like eliminate the silver, so they can't kill the vampires. And it's
So
just
I'm confused.
That's it.
What happened to Anthony Mackie?
Oh yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
Like building him up.
Yeah,
he
build
has
him
a
up.
scar,
He
and then
comes
you stop
in, so-
talking about it.
He gets a scar, right? That they're just kids when they know each other. But Anthony Mackie comes in later. See, I'm terrible. I should have waited to watch.
No,
It's been
no,
like a
no,
month.
no. I think it was
So-
the movie's fault.
Right. Well, Anthony Mackie does come back, and he's he comes into this. He just randomly appears from nowhere, walks into this store where he's
Hey,
a clerk.
I just got done doing the
Yeah.
Captain America movie. I'm here now.
Well, see, I looked into this, and I'm like, okay, this was long before
Oh, this is
Captain, yeah.
before-
Captain America, but they introduce him just walking into this convenience store where Abraham Lincoln is as a clerk at this point in life, fighting vampires at night. So he's kind of like a Batman too. Like he's doing all this at night. So he's like a night vigilante, hunting
So
down
he's
the
Batman
vampires.
and also Blade.
Blade in one,
And also our
Well,
With an
potentially being
axe.
our president.
With an axe, yeah.
with an axe that has a silver head, right? But he comes into this store and he just recognizes the scar, and it's like, oh, it's you, like we're talking 25 years later, like, so poor entrance to his character, but he's like a little sidekick character that kind of really doesn't do much. He kind of gets his life is in peril a couple times, and Abraham Lincoln has to bail him out.
Apparently, he's
And
forgettable.
it's forgettable. So,
Wow.
like I said, this was corny, predictable, very basic ingredients for the story. I don't think they were trying to make it. I don't think they were trying to add any flavor to it at all. This was just like a quick money grab. Now, I did research a little bit when it was released. It was released around the time they released the movie Lincoln, that had
The
was-
fictionalized movie.
Yes.
This is the actual.
Guys, this is the prequel to Lincoln.
Right.
Let's get it straight.
So I think there was some strategy there, a little bit with because that movie I think won Best Picture. Did it not?
Yeah, I think
think
what's
it
his
won-
face?
and he
Daniel
also-
Day-Lewis won Best Actor.
And he won Best Actor. So this movie was released like shortly after. So I think they were just riding like the algorithm
coattails of it,
wave
yeah.
of that movie. That's what I think. And but predictable story.
It's not even corny in a good way. You're saying.
It was like there wasn't any moments where it was like funny corny. Like
There was no moment where Abraham Lincoln was like, he's probably
like they were all, it felt like they were trying to take the movie seriously, like they were trying to make a serious movie.
It's a mistake with the title like that.
It was like I thought it was going to be kind of like goofy in a good way, and it turned out to be this like
Serious.
this is like a serious movie, and I have to really pay attention, even though I kind of know it's predictable, but I'm like locked into it. Would you rate this movie?
7.
That is a score. That's what Eric said.
This is like it was surprisingly watchable because it did have a story that was easy to follow, so you could sit kind of mindlessly watch it.
Yeah.
There was action, heads getting cut off. There were some like heroic scenes with there was a part where they were on a train and it was like going over a bridge and it was on fire and it was falling and there was a lot going on. So it ropes you in, but it was no different than, like you said, this is like Bruce Wayne Blade. I would say surprisingly watchable, good decent cast. Well, wasn't like poor dialogue. The dialogue was okay, but like I said, it wasn't funny. It was kind of bland. I don't know, 4.8.
Damn.
So
But
I
the
think
real question is, does Edgar owe you $5? For
no,
the time?
no. This was Edgar does not owe me $5 because the reality is I'm glad I watched it. It was fun to watch because if it was fun to watch, it would render it pointless to talk about it. And I'm good with getting that random title. Like if you're saying, "Hey, watch this movie," I'm gonna watch it, and I can say I watched Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I keep wanting to say Slayer, but anyway.
Damn.
It was again. I do recommend watching it though, for the sake of just watch it. Like,
So you didn't waste your time, is what
I
you're
didn't
saying.
waste my time,
Yeah.
but I wasn't moved.
fulfilling
It was not fulfilling, but
Yeah. Fulfilling maybe in a different way, as in we got to just talk about this on the podcast. That's good. All right.
I would have to ask though, Edgar, why do you think this movie is so good
Just for what it is.
for what it is?
You didn't, let's be honest, you haven't watched it since it came out in theaters.
No, I watched it like 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
2 years ago.
yeah, I want to wait.
You know when I saw Street Fighter?
What?
3 months ago.
I thought you were
That's how
gonna
fucking
say, like, I thought you said like last week or something.
Yeah, what was it about this movie? Because we're talking about this is a 10 to you. Where is this?
Oh.
Like, or right? Is that?
Or at least it's a good movie.
Yes, this is like a guilty pleasure movie. Where in this storyline? I mean, we're talking about vampires. That's, I would say, fairly basic. Where did this capture your attention, imagination, to where you felt so compelled for me to spend $5 and watch the movie?
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. That was
You fucking assholes. No, okay.
All right, come on. You don't really have the fans for this, okay?
I do not.
It's the same way when I fucking said that Shawshank Redemption was one of my favorite movies and I couldn't remember the fucking plot.
That's
It's the
true.
same
That
fucking
is so
shit.
true.
You don't just admit it. You don't know why this is a good
I
movie.
think this was a reaction from you, right? You were like, "What do I pick? Vampire, Abraham Lincoln Vampire, Slayer, or whatever."
Yeah, see, it's
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
saying Slayer.
I know.
I don't know.
It's just, it is what it is, dude. I don't fucking know.
My favorite part of this is Alberto cracking up like he's gonna shit himself, and then Edgar does it. He's speechless.
Eric is like, what made you fucking like? What compelled you to make me spend $5 to watch this movie?
Well,
It's
hold
just
on. Can I say now, my piece?
We've been waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm on the same level with him with the movie I saw. I also spent
corny.
$5.
Mhm.
I could have gone with
You
the...
spent for 2 years. We have it.
No, end of days.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we
this
have
was a payback. You're
Yeah.
like, motherfucker. You know. Nice.
Okay.
I couldn't find it either. It wasn't streaming, so I tried to look for it pirated online. I didn't want to pay $5 for it, so I had to get it, rent it.
Yeah, end of days.
End of days.
Okay.
And I'm I think me and him are on the same page with the movies that we watched,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't enjoy it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Why?
It's too fucking long for a movie for this type of action and plot.
How long is it?
How long
It's
is
2 hours.
Wow.
it? Jeez.
I think it's right at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Go
that.
ahead. I checked.
I think he's right. That sounds right, but keep going.
Okay. And it opens great. You know, like it's a simple plot too. But after I think after the 10-minute mark, it just jumps.
Mm.
It was okay. Where the fuck am I going? And it just jumps to Arnold Arnold.
Schwarzenegger, yeah.
His name is Jericho.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
And it just continues from there on, where he's trying to figure out what's going. Like he's finding out these people are trying to find this girl. Supposedly she's I guess the devil's looking for her too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I forgot. No. Yeah. Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
You seen his movie last night. You're
I
right.
did.
Getting the details.
The only reason I say it was, the downfall, the thing I didn't like about it was, it's too long. It could have been like a 90-minute film.
Okay.
And the thing that kept, like, I'm trying to enjoy this movie, but it keeps, like, I keep going back to, like, I even told you earlier today, like, it tries to be, not tries, but, like, it's in my opinion, it tries to be like the devil's advocate with the devil.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Which is trying to play the actor.
Yeah. He's trying to be like Al Pacino.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other
Who's that actor?
Gabriel something.
Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, something.
Something like that. I'll look it up.
Yeah. I think I have it here too. Fuck. Hold on.
He's known. He's known.
He's known. Yeah.
He's been around.
What year did
1999.
Mm-hmm.
What year did Devil's Advocate come out?
I think it was
97.
Yeah, it was a couple years before.
Gabriel O'Brien.
Yeah, that's right. That's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
And
He's not that bad.
No, he's not. No,
He's not that bad.
But I just
He's
think
not Al
it just
Pacino.
gives you that vibe.
Uh-huh.
You know, 'cause the way he acts. Because I saw The Devil's Advocate last year. And the rest of the plot, right? Like you told you, Ryan, it's The Exorcist 3, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's also a detective trying to solve these murders. What's going
And
on?
that detective is Jericho.
Yeah,
Okay.
Arnold.
Alright.
And it, like I said, I try to follow the. Like I said, I did what you did. Try to follow the plot. I wish I shouldn't
That
have
was a
done
mistake.
that. It was a mistake.
It's a mistake to follow the plot of any of these movies. To be honest.
Yeah, that's basically it. He's trying to. Then he finds this girl, and he finds out that the devil's after her too, because it's like a whole thing. If the devil I guess gets her, it's like
It's the end of days.
The
or
end
what?
of days, yeah.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I don't know what else to
Well,
say
hold
about this
on.
one.
Wait. Do you mind?
Go ahead.
Just to help you with the story.
Sure.
At the beginning of the movie, there's a child that's born.
Mm-hmm.
Born with a mark.
No, I think they gave it to her. No.
No, I think she's born with it.
Oh, okay.
And then they do this little ritual.
Yeah.
With the snake
With
and
the
like
snake, yeah.
with the blood in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow it's like a satanic thing going on, but somehow she gets hijacked by like a priest or something to protect her, to hide her, because she's born at this specific time, and she's going to be this vessel to the devil, but it's because it's 1999 and it's supposed to happen at the turn of the century.
Yeah, fucking. Why didn't you say that?
Yeah, that's a pretty
That's
big,
a big
significant
critical
part.
point.
So there's like a time crunch here.
That
Anyway,
makes
I'll let you
sense.
finish.
Hence why it's 2 hours long.
Yeah.
That's why it's 2 hours long.
How was Arnold Schwarzenegger in this thing?
But yeah, talk about Arnold. I want to hear what you have to say about Arnold, because this is the most unusual Arnold Schwarzenegger movie
No, it
ever
is.
made.
It is.
How
And
is he?
you can tell he wasn't. To me, he felt like he wasn't really into it. That makes. And then I looked behind the scenes too, and I think he came out of like surgery after.
Oh, is that why he looks kind of weird?
Yeah, kind of like
he
yeah.
lost kind of some weight. Or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, he does. He kind of looks different.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little bit
Yeah.
sunken.
Yeah, because he came out of surgery. I think.
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, this is like it jumps back and forth with the devil and like with the Jericho and all that. But I feel like I told you, it tainted it for me because I seen better, like you want to call it demonic movies.
Yeah.
Well, there's better adaptations.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, okay, that's not my cup of tea.
Interesting.
But once the devil appears at his apartment, it was okay. This is where it gets good. Because he shows him, I guess, like the black flashback
Yeah.
when his family got murdered.
Arnold's.
Arnold, yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay.
And the devil's like, I can bring him back. Just tell me where the girl's at.
Yeah. Okay.
Typical devil shit.
Different. Yeah.
Yep.
To me, that
Typical
was like
shit,
so
yeah.
like okay, this is good. Then he has to say his one-liner after. Like, okay, now you fucked it up. It was a sentimental like scene and like
Well,
no,
this
it's
is
not
Arnold.
touching. It was
Yep.
a touching
Yep.
scene.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a choir boy compared to these. Like,
Oh, that,
yeah.
So
That's good.
to you, that makes End of Days better than Abraham Lincoln. That's what you wanted from Abraham Lincoln. You wanted a quote like that.
It has. I'll let you get back to it. Where Abraham Hunter lacked, it just didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
With a decent cast of actors, that's kind of where I thought I felt a little let down. It's like, all right, you've got some people that are doing big things now that were in this movie that kind of were maybe underutilized for a movie like that. Whereas in End of Days, I understand. Like, when you go into it thinking Devil's Advocate, you're going to lose. Because I think Devil's Advocate, I don't want to get into the debate, but you could put that one up there of, like, serious horror cult.
Yeah.
Like, near the top of, dude, Al Pacino, and except for the whole Keanu Reeves, like, accent thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't necessary, but the movie was done well enough and creepy enough, and it was real like unsettling to where you could get past it. You could really grind past it. But I do think that End of Days was like it seemed like Arnold didn't really fit the role.
He did not. It was
He didn't really fit the. I think that was maybe part of it. Even though I did appreciate, like, most Arnold movies you watch, it's full of one-liners. He doesn't really have much dialogue in his characters. He really doesn't. Like, he's so renowned for his presence, and yet he doesn't say much in his films except for little one-liners.
He's not known for being a depressed, like,
unemotional character.
Unemotional, depressed, and yeah, no, absolutely. And with his family dying, like, he had to play
You've
that.
seen it, right?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. I would say the flaw of that movie was that it was a clone or wannabe version of Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, it was definitely trying.
You know, they obviously had the guy acting
Gabriel
like
Bryan.
Yeah, he was Al Pacino.
They made him look exactly like Al Pacino.
You know,
Told you, look it up. And
See how he looks like real quick.
yeah, it you know, you replace the attorney and all that stuff with a cop, and
Yeah.
then you had the kid, and yeah, it was definitely, like, I would say Devil's Advocate executed and knew that it was a serious dark tone.
Oh, absolutely.
That will mind fuck you, and then that End of Days is pretty much the same thing, but not taking it serious, and then changing things here and there.
Yeah, and they had Arnold, who was going to do something to win the day, because he does at the end.
But that's like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves shoots himself in the head.
But it was more of like
he dives into a.
Yes, he dives into. He impales himself on, like, the sword that was attached to a statue in the movie End of Days.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting. No, to me that was just it could have been shorter. That's all. Because it just drags too long. As, like, I don't like comparing it to other movies, but, like, Devil's Advocate, it's a slow burn, but you're really like intrigued. You want to continue. Yeah.
I think that's what also. I think movies like that you have to compare, because they put you in a position where you're forced to compare it.
Yeah, I didn't want to,
and that's what ruins it.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, 100 on that. Actually,
Yeah, and I think with also when you do, as somebody that's watched a lot of cult movies, they're either going to be really good, Devil's Advocate, Prince of Darkness, or at least we think Prince of Darkness, right? I think those are top two, right? Would you say?
I would say I agree.
Top two
Absolutely.
of, like, cult kind of satanic horror. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, when you're comparing it to that, it's either going to be really good or it's going to be
disappointing.
Very
disappointing.
Why did you pick this
Right?
movie, and why is this so? Well, first off, what score do you give it?
Yeah, we need to know the score.
4.8 on yours. What do you give?
I'll say a 3.
3.
Hold on, I'm not done with my.
No, go.
No,
Yeah,
keep
finish.
going, please.
Please.
It didn't do. It was second in the box office. It came out Thanksgiving weekend.
It was really number 2.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What was number 1?
Toy Story 2.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Going
Yeah, it
against
was.
Toy Story.
No,
But
I'm just
it-
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just
No,
saying
but
that
still,
makes
it-
sense that
it-
that's number 1.
That's
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, though.
Yeah.
That would have been a number 1.
Yeah,
technically.
if it
But it
would've
didn't do well. Still, they didn't do, like, the money back. If that makes sense. It was originally $100 million. Then they had to do reshoots and promotions and all that shit. That was another 60.
Jesus Christ.
They promoted
man.
this movie. I remember that it was promoted.
Yeah.
I'm well enough to where I remember
Yeah.
seeing like the advertising for it in the theater. I remember this.
Like it had a trouble like development. Like it was supposed to be for Tom Cruise, that the role for Arnold. But I guess he was doing something else. Guillermo del Toro and Sam Raimi were supposed to be directors.
Interesting.
But they said, fuck this shit, I'm not going to touch this.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They could have made it better though.
Could have,
But I think
but they probably didn't want it.
Yeah.
there were a lot of troubles with this
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Like I said, Arnold came in after his surgery, so he wasn't like, I don't think he was like 100% there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was on coke.
I think it was it struck me as like a hard movie for him because there was dialogue
Yeah.
that you're not used to seeing him
Do.
do.
Yeah.
Not like that. Not in those days. Not in the '90s. Because I mean, he was still pretty relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I would say in that era,
He
and
was
so
a 90s action star. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so I think it's just like, I mean, wasn't that? It was only a couple of years before that he was doing Commando, where it was just like wrong.
Yeah.
You know, like he's just one-handing.
Yeah.
What do
Automatic
I have to
machine
say?
guns.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think it also had three endings, sort of, because people didn't like how it ended.
Oh, wow, really?
Like, yes.
What did you think of the ending?
I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't think the ending was disappointing.
What is the ending? Because I'm not going to go watch this movie.
Like you said, he sacrifices for himself.
Yeah, he gets possessed by the devil.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Terminator.
They do, yeah, they do reveal
Uh-huh.
him as like a monstrous kind of figure.
Yeah.
And it is interesting. Like
Mm-hmm.
they don't oversaturate that look.
They don't.
They
They
kind of
don't.
give you a quick at the end, and you're like, whoa. And then he possesses him, and then he.
I don't know if it's been so long since I've seen this, but doesn't he have like a moment with Christ? Like he has a Jesus moment. And then
Yeah, I think
he,
it's, I think it's in the church, right?
Yeah,
and
it's
he
in
like
the church.
opens himself up to Christ, and then
No.
he gets possessed or something.
I think
or-
he sees his family.
Okay.
He sees
Okay.
his family, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he dies.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yes, that's there you go.
That's just my take home. I don't think that's a good impression. But
No, it was great. It was great.
all right, so 3.
That hurts.
Yeah, because he gave it a 4.8.
Dude, we're going down.
I know. It went from a 7.5.
I know. We're getting worse.
I
We're
actually,
gonna start hating each other after this.
Right?
I feel.
I almost
Man.
feel like now. Have you seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Not since it was in theaters.
But you've seen it.
You actually
seen
saw
it.
that in movie theaters.
This is when you were working in the theaters, weren't you?
I was working at the
So
free.
It feels free.
I almost
yeah,
feel like
okay.
now we don't have to do this, but I almost feel like now you guys need to watch both, rate them.
Oh man, it's a hard task.
Why would I do that when you are giving me 3s and 4s over here?
I don't know.
I did my job. This
know.
guy gave me a 7.
Just
Yeah,
wondering.
I'm a fucking buy Street Fighter now.
Seriously, like mission accomplished. You know.
The fuck, yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy it, dude. I'm
I-
fucking not missing.
Josh did ask me a second ago why this movie even came up
Yeah.
for me, and I'll tell you, because this started a long time ago. Because this was in 1999. I was probably like, how old was I? 13 maybe. I was a huge Arnold fan. Loved Terminator 2. You know, there was Predator. Like, so I was real into Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, it was part of my childhood growing up. And so I remember seeing like the trailer for the movie, and this was kind of a movie that I didn't have access to back then very easily. So it kind of became like that forbidden fruit, if you want to say. Like, so I remember when I finally watched it, I was young. I was younger, like teen. And so I was fascinated with horror, cult horror, all kinds of horror, but the cult horror was fun. And I think I just was an Arnold fan. And at the time when you're like 15 or 16, I think I was like probably 15, I was just satisfied of the feeling of I finally saw it. And I think I was I think I had a different opinion about like, wow, that was a real different Arnold. Like maybe it was because he revealed himself differently and it kind of...
Was it a little bit jarring?
Yeah, it was like jarring, but not in like an uncomfortable way, but like a more sensitive, like, oh man, he played this different type of hero. Like, he wasn't jumping around, like, one-handing. I'll give him that. Like, his character never did that in this movie.
No.
Not once did he ever get out of a car and, like, one hand, like, you know, dual fist. Yeah, shotgun. Like, that never happened. And so I think it was more of, like, being young and seeing him, like, prevail over, like, the ultimate science, like, fantasy, or maybe for some people real over here, villain, right? Maybe, like, the most, I would say the most notorious fake villain of all time, right? I mean, I can't really think of another villain that would be more greater than the devil himself, I guess. And so, like, watching him kind of take down, like, the ultimate villain was satisfying to me.
Fair.
And so now I've gotten older. I can reflect and be a little bit more objective. And I can tell you, it is not the devil's advocate. Not even close. That is, like, top. We already said it. That's at the top. And so it's, again, this is the guilty. That's where this is why this movie was, okay, watch it. I didn't expect you to have, like, when I gave you the title, I knew, like, okay, I'm going to give him the title of this kind of, like, corny. It's not corny, but it's, like, a little disorganized, kind of a carbon copy of a greater movie. I didn't expect a 3. Jesus. Now you know what? Now you really owe me that $5. I'm gonna really come after that $5 now.
You were safe until you fucking.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have to pay up.
Okay.
Because you hurt my feelings. I'm just kidding. But that's where it started. It was just a childhood thing that was like I couldn't reach it at first. Huge fan of Arnold. Love Arnold. Love Arnold movies, and it just kind of stuck with me. So.
Damn. End of days. It's a 3.
Have you guys seen The Exorcist 3?
No, I have not watched it, but that's on my mind. I think
that's a good one.
I think I need to rewatch Exorcist because I'm that type of watcher. Like, I want to see. Okay, I gotta, like, watch the first one again.
I respect that. Yeah,
and then jump into because I know you guys explained that you don't really need to watch the second one.
No.
Okay, yeah, I want to rewatch the first one because it is. Oh, we want to talk about cult horror. The Exorcist. You could put that one up there with what we just said. With those, so that's like the top 3.
Arguably one of the greatest horror movies of all time.
Yes.
I think that I'm confident that will change when you watch 3. Like, you'll put that in there.
Okay.
Slot
Okay.
it into
Interesting.
I'm buying into that.
Yeah.
Well, it's technically a sequel to the first one, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, now, Josh, I tasked you with watching Saw 6. You've completed that assignment, so the floor is yours, man. Go ahead.
No, and yeah, thank you. I appreciate this because it brought back a lot of memories. Because let me start from the beginning. Obviously, you know, there's how many Saw movies are there?
There's 10.
10.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. I remember the hype of the first movie coming out and
Same.
it living up to that hype. It was so fucking good.
Just keep in mind, like, I'm a huge Saw fan, dude. All right, like, it's not hyperbolic.
We
to
know
say,
this. We know this.
Yeah, that I just have a finger on the pulse of these series.
No,
I
yeah.
scour the Reddit forums, dude. I know this shit.
We absolutely already know
Frontwards to
this.
back, right?
Yeah.
Just wanted to put my credentials out there. But go ahead.
I appreciate
Go
that.
ahead.
I appreciate that. You know, and the second one coming out, you know, to me blew it away.
Yep, 2005 October. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And to me, it had one of the best endings.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I don't know
To
about
each is
that.
their own. To each is their own.
Yeah, that's right.
But I
right.
remember out of all of the Saw movies that I have seen, that was the one that kind of hit
It was
me.
mind fuck, though, right?
Yeah, no,
Hey,
absolutely.
it was a huge mind fuck.
Absolutely.
Did you see it in 3D?
Which Saw 2?
No, dickhead.
The only one that was in 3D was Saw 3D.
Yeah, that
The
one.
final chapter.
Did you see
Yeah,
it?
I saw it in 3D.
I didn't go. How was it?
Like the theater experience?
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you.
Guys,
something.
can I?
Oh, no, sorry.
I'm like literally
Oh, no.
like what?
Sorry to cut you off, man.
60 seconds in.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
This just means a lot to me.
I know it does.
Yeah.
We've done how many podcasts and how many times have you talked about Saw?
A lot.
Our 6 fans
On
already
and off.
fucking know.
On and off. Yeah. Get it? 6 fans?
Oh.
Saw 6, dude. All right, sorry.
No pun intended. That
pun
was
intended.
that was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Did you know that every like Saw movie has like a tagline that goes with it?
I did not fucking know that.
Oh my god! Dude.
But thank you for
Howard,
telling
don't
me.
tell me you know him, dude.
Dude,
I do, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay,
Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
so I watched the third one, the fourth one, obviously, and then I was trying as I was watching this movie, I was trying to remember what was the last Saw movie that I saw, and it was the fifth one. And remind me if, correct me if I'm wrong. What's his face is now at the end of 4. He's revealed as the new Saw. What was his name again? I
Detective
apologize.
Hoffman.
Yeah, he's
Revealed
revealed.
as the apprentice to Jigsaw.
And Jigsaw's already dead at this point.
He's dead at this point. It tells him at the end of Saw 4 that like you think that you're gonna be, going untested, just because I'm dead. I was still like basically,
And then the fifth one is him. Pretty much people are finding out that he's.
They're on his tail.
They're on his tail.
They're on
and
his
he's
tail. Yeah,
wiping
yeah.
him out. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So, I went into this movie.
I'm kind of surprised that you like took the time to because it's a whole soap opera of shit that's going on in the Saw movies after 2 that like it's hard to kind of
I wouldn't really say that it was a soap opera.
It's a soap opera, Josh.
It's just one big bloodbath of getting your jollies hard watching blood like you do on a daily
oh
basis.
boy, you got that right.
I agree with Josh, though.
Yeah.
So calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Let
They're
me
not
talk
that
a little
great.
bit.
Whoa.
Anyways, I went into this movie and I'm gonna be very honest. It was borderline unwatchable.
Oh.
Okay, but before I say that, I did some research. Okay, and
Did
what's
you scour the Reddit forums?
No, I don't have fucking time to do that. But anyways, because I know you're on there. Rumor has it, because you've said it a million times to me before we jumped onto this podcast.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That is also
anyways,
not a lie.
dude,
It's
just
true.
calm the
I'm
fuck
being-
down. Just calm the fuck down.
Let this guy.
All right, okay.
Let this guy cook.
He's not cooking shit
This
right now. I'm just
this
telling
is surprisingly like fans rated a 10 out of 10. For as low rated as this movie is on Rotten Tomato, fans are willing to give this a 10 out of 10. I will say that first. But I will tell you that watching this movie, Detective Hoffman is so cringe.
No, he is.
He is
You're not
Thank
fucking
you.
You're not
unwatchable.
wrong about that.
I don't like his fucking face.
He doesn't either. He doesn't either.
There's
I get it.
something about his face, and he is so serious to the point where I'm just thinking that he is just.
Can I actually?
I'm
can I
thinking
say
that he's
something?
not.
Can I
he
say
doesn't
something
fit
real
the
quick?
role,
Hey, Josh,
or
Josh, hold on. Can I?
go
can I
ahead,
say
go ahead,
something?
go ahead.
Listen, okay, going back to like what you were saying about it being like the lowest rated. Actually, if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, this is no, hold on. This is actually more higher rated than like the first Saw movie. Just
Hey.
take that in for a second. okay?
What?
Yeah, technically, like the most highest rated Saw movie is Saw X. Like, it's sitting like an 84%. That's technically like the best one.
What is your greatest movie of all time? Shawshank Redemption. Do you remember that movie?
Interstellar.
But anyways, anyways, I appreciate that. But
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, he was so cringe. He is not Jigsaw. I don't want to say that Jigsaw was likable, right? For a
Tobin
villain,
Bell?
for what he was
You're
doing.
talking about Tobin Bell, right?
Correct. John.
Dude, yeah.
John
Kramer.
Kramer?
Yeah, one of the greatest, right? But
Iconic.
the acting was so fucking bad. The dialogue was terrible. The flashbacks in the movie. There's one scene where
Dude,
there's
hold on.
one scene
Wait,
where
wait,
like
wait.
his wife
Josh,
walks into
Josh.
an office and
Hey,
she has like a
Josh.
memory of
Josh,
what?
remember I told you on the phone, like, don't pay attention to any of that shit, dude. Just watch it for like the kills and like how it like focuses on the insurance company.
So we just
that's
spent literally
the system
45 minutes talking about how we made the mistake of getting into the story.
Yeah.
You don't think I fucking wouldn't do that?
Yeah.
Like
No, but-
listen.
Right. Right.
Look, this. Look,
I'm sorry, I keep cutting you, but it's like
no, you're getting me off track, and I don't appreciate it. Let's calm down a little bit.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
All right.
there's a scene where his wife, John's wife, goes into a room and she has a flashback having a conversation with John.
Yeah.
And I remember it ends when she's like, "Okay, John, and then she turns around and leaves. It is one of the worst
I don't know.
Is that true?
executions.
I don't know if you're like actually giving it justice though. That's look. Is it not great acting? Sure, it's not great acting for sure. Like 100%. But like the reason why I wanted Josh to watch this and why I actually recommend a lot of people watch Saw 6 is because, like, it's the first movie. Okay, hold on. Okay, like Saw 5, 4, 3, and 2. You can argue the people that are getting tortured in those movies. Maybe they do deserve it. Maybe they don't. That's whatever. That's here or there. But the reason why it resonated with so many people, this one in particular, was because it's like the medical system. And that's like a real fucking thing. Like the insurance company that keep fucking people over that choose, right, whether they live or die. That's what makes this whole premise of Saw 6 so interesting.
Yeah, let's kill people for doing their jobs at the end of the day.
No, they're not.
Corporations are corporations. But anyways,
all right.
Alberto.
I'm just trying to make you see
the kills were
like,
typical Saw.
Which one was your
kill.
favorite?
Obviously the
carousel.
The
right?
carousel was
Oh,
interesting.
that was fucking great. That was a good one.
And
a lot of people
you can
say
tell that he was chosen.
That, like, a lot of
you
people
can
say
tell that he
the
was
first
chosen.
Trap, the first trap. A lot of people say that the first trap was like the best one.
Which
they,
was that?
They call it the pound of flesh. That's like where they have two people who like
yeah.
they're repo people. You know, like they repossess people. And so like, oh well, now you have to fucking like cut off a pound of your flesh if you want to survive. People say like that's the best one. I think in terms of Saw 6, I think that the shotgun carousel is like that one is
so
like.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
that shit was cringe too.
the shotgun carousel.
Not when who you pick, right? It's like,
Oh, there is a moment.
Wait. I thought Josh had to watch this movie.
oh, sorry.
Did you? Right?
Did you watch it too?
Oh, sorry. No, I just know.
I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit. Can I keep talking, or you
Can I just finish my thought?
up?
I just want to finish my thought because I know it did bring up this part of like the shotgun carousel. There's a moment when like they are like, one of the guys getting chosen. Whatever, he was like, "You look at me when you killed me." It was like this fucking like very dramatic like fucking delivery. It's so good. That one,
Alberto,
No, like,
shut
genuinely?
the fuck up.
All right, no, but I was gonna like
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Am I good?
No, you're good.
Edgar, am I good?
You go ahead.
You're good.
Yeah.
Eric, you okay? You look like you like.
Let's
Yeah,
not worry.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
All right.
I thought we were all sharing. Like,
Right.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on.
I really like this movie. So.
Anyways, the carousel scene was, in my opinion, the best. Okay, it was so predictable because you knew you were punishing the guy because he was killing his own people. It was fucking given, right?
Yeah.
And then the scene of like, he's in the room, choose if he lives or dies. And then the setup of, the wife was gonna kill the detective.
You're leaving like a lot of crucial information though.
Well, first off, you won't even let me talk about the crucial informations.
Oh,
Okay, so I'll just get to the point. The movie was dog shit. It was a waste of my fucking time.
Jesus,
Second it got to an hour and 25 minutes, and the credits started to roll.
It was an hour and 25.
It was an hour and 25 minutes.
Just saying, at least you didn't have to
wasted of my fucking time.
Bullshit, I'm just saying.
I give this fucking movie a 1. You wasted my time. You're wasting my time right now.
Wait, what score?
What the fuck is your problem?
0 out of 10? Whoa.
No, I give it a 1. I'll give it a 1, right? Because I gave you my fucking time. What
the fuck is
right?
going on
So we
right
went
now?
from a 4, we went to a 3, to a fucking 1. I
should
did my
we,
job. I did my job.
Do
Okay.
you want to pause for a second? You're good, or
I'm good. No, I'm good. We're good, Alberto.
Okay.
We're good. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I give this a 1 because I gave it my time.
This is just taking me aback a little bit.
How is it taking your time? You want to talk? Talk, please.
Kind of weird over here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's nothing fucking weird. It's only weird if you make it weird. All
I
right.
just need to take a minute. Do you need to take a minute, guys? I'm a little bit
Did I put you on the spot?
I didn't expect you to yell at me like that, man. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Out of all the arguments that we've had, you're gonna be a pussy right now.
I think that's a little unfair to say, man.
Is
I'm
it?
not-
Why don't you grow a pair of balls right
I'm
now
just
and
a
fucking
little-
stand up? You've been talking this whole time.
Hey.
Now that you're giving me the
Whoa.
spot,
Whoa, dude.
say something.
Hey, Ed, can you back me up on this? Like,
Say something. I don't know. Defend the
I don't-
movie. Go ahead.
okay. I mean, look, I don't think it's 0 out of 10.
I didn't say
I
it was
think
a
it's-
0. You're not listening like you haven't been for the last
I'm just
5 to 10 minutes. I
Just
gave it
like
a
all over the
fucking 1.
place. I'm just like all over the place. I'm sorry. 1 out of 10, you said?
1 out of 10. 1 out of 10.
Still good, right?
No, but do you want to know something? This movie's higher rated than fucking Batman v Superman. You piece of fucking shit. Do you know that? Did you research on that? Actually, out of all the 4 of you guys, did you fucking know that my movie is more rated higher than all your fucking pieces of shit? Did you fucking know that? Because I did. Saw 6 is actually rated a 39%. His is a 37%.
Oh, wow.
And yours, I don't know about end of days. Street Fighter, we've already agreed, is actually okay. All right, it's pretty good. But Saw 6, dude, if you knew the history of all the Saw movies leading up to 6, you know that Saw 6 was like the first one to make a good fucking comeback.
So first off, it's pathetic that you always have to go back to Batman v Superman. Okay, get a fucking new disc. Okay. Second,
How about this?
Second,
Halloween
let me
is better
fu-
than
sh-
fucking Scream.
second,
And I won that
Whoa.
debate.
Second, yeah, out of pity. But anyways,
I don't know about out of pity.
second, we didn't know the score that was higher out of all of our movies because we don't fucking care.
Then
We
how
don't
come you guys
fucking
kept
care,
looking, you were,
Alberto.
like, looking
Hey,
up the
Edgar, did
IMDb
you
and
fucking
shit?
know? Did you fucking know that was highly rated?
right.
All
Did
right.
you know? Did you know?
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
we don't fucking care.
All right. I mean, hey, look,
Whoa,
this is just coming from a guy who is just deeply passionate about the Saw series. That's all.
Oh,
Okay?
is that what it is? Oh,
Yeah,
now we're
that's what it is.
I'm
That's what it
innocent all of a
is.
sudden.
That's what it is. Isn't this what this whole podcast is about? Is like being passionate about the things you fucking
Yeah,
love?
you wouldn't even let me be passionate about it because you kept fucking running your
You
mouth.
like passionately
Hey.
fucking hated it is what the problem
Hey,
was.
What the fuck is wrong with your brother? What is wrong with your brother right now?
what's wrong with you? Or
I'm a fucking nerd is what's wrong with me, man.
that what
That's
it is?
I just fucking love the Saw movies. That's all.
You know what? How do you feel right now, Eric? How besides the awkwardness,
Yeah.
am I out of line? Am I out of line?
Don't pull him into your bullshit, Josh. All right.
Shut up.
Here for the ride.
I'm with Eric.
Kind of like. I don't really have anything to say. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know, Eric. I feel like you were eyeing me too. I feel like you were kind of irritated with me, with this whole Saw
mean,
thing.
the-
I
Hey,
feel
hey,
like
how
I'm
long
fucking
have you?
I don't know.
cornered
How
right
long
now.
have you known me? How long have you known Alberto?
How long have you
Okay,
known
did
me?
you just hear what he just said?
Yeah.
You eyeballing this guy? You eyeballing this guy?
I thought the Batman vs Superman, shot was a little weird, but what are we?
Yeah.
You're granted, I would say, fucking granted, man. Batman v Superman, we've already said, is not a great fucking movie.
Granted,
All I
you're gonna
said-
get sophisticated all of a sudden and
all
use
I
words
said-
like granted.
All I said was that
You-
my
you-
movie is more rated than your fucking piece of shit. That's all.
Which piece of shit? Batman v Superman? I could have sworn
The-
that
the
my
fact-
fucking topic was Street Fighter
The fact
that you loved.
The fact that you had to say what piece of shit tells me a lot about the movies you watch, which is a bunch of pieces of shit. Okay.
The good movies that you talk about,
Jesus.
all of the fucking years that we've been doing this for the last year,
What?
you don't even remember them. You can't even talk about them. This is a fucking mess.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
It sort of feels like
Shawshank
being kind of a
Redemption.
sore loser.
Are you calling me a sword loser right
A
now?
little
Eric?
bit, yeah.
Oh, dude. All right, come on.
Hey.
It's
We're
coming
going
from-
back
Hey,
to
mind your
Scream,
business. Mind your fucking
Halloween.
business, okay?
Halloween is Sorry.
I don't know about sore loser. He seems like a fucking sore winner when he was trying to fucking make his argument for Halloween versus Scream over here, trying to fucking sway Edgar and Eric when it was
Yeah, and I
clear,
did a
when
pretty
it was
damn
clear
good job.
that I
Guys, we're not
fucking
here to
won,
talk about
okay?
the past. Let's talk about right now. Okay? I don't think you want us here.
Hey, Josh. Okay, you
What?
your guy who came up to me the other day saying that what was it? Wild Robot made him cry.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's talk about fucking animated movies, huh?
Yeah, huh? Big
Yeah.
Baby over here.
No, not just
crying.
him. I think Eric too. Fucking put him with Eric or with Josh as well. You
Yeah,
two
what?
seem to think that animated movies are not like actual good art form of like film.
First
that's
off-
completely fucking
First
wrong.
off, get your facts straight. I never
Feel like
cried
this
during a
little
movie. I'm not a fucking
saltiness over
pussy.
here.
You know,
Come on,
I don't know what's
What?
going on. Like he started talking about this movie Saw. You're getting real
Saw 6.
upset. Oh, I'm
Saw
sorry, Saw
6.
6. Well, whatever. There's like 10 of them. You said I don't know.
there's 10.
I thought this was. I thought we were trying to be a little objective here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can't even.
Hey! This is fucked up. This is a
maybe
weird.
Josh really did win the Scream debate. Is what we're saying? Is that what you're saying? Are you admitting that?
No, I'm not admitting that at all. Okay. Halloween
Sounds like it.
won.
Yeah, because you're a
I'm just
fucking
saying.
sore loser.
I'm not a fucking sore loser. Josh.
Obviously, man.
Okay?
Why are you trying to take my spot away? Why are you trying to overtalk
What
me?
spot?
You wouldn't
What
even let me
spot?
fucking talk.
Oh my god, yeah.
Let him talk then.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Thanks,
the
Edgar.
the fucking floor's all yours now, dude.
Yeah, it never
ahead.
was.
Oh,
right?
it never was. Yeah, that's.
You know what? You know what?
Or
I'm gonna get my own spot. I'm gonna go get my own spotlight. Okay, I'm gonna do my own thing.
See how that works for you.
Screw you.
Let's see how that fucking works for you,
Fuck
dude.
you and your podcast.
Let's see how
okay?
that fucking works
right?
for you, dude.
And I'll go find my
Fucking
own.
corporate America over
Get
here.
the. See you later, guys. Go fuck yourselves.
You're really gonna fucking leave right now? Are
Hey,
you really? Oh my god, dude, he's fucking gone.
you left Eric here.
Yeah.
Eric, listen the fuck out of here.
No, you don't have to. Dude, Eric, you're leaving?
Yeah.
Eric, you're getting out of here.
This is
dude?
weird. I didn't really think it was gonna get weird like this over.
Oh, movie.
Saw.
Yeah.
Dude,
I thought this was
over
supposed to be
fucking
objective.
Saw?
Good time.
Like,
But
oh my god.
well,
You know what?
Time.
I guess
No,
I'm out
no,
of
no.
here. Fuck you guys.
Whoa,
With Josh.
whoa,
Hey, listen, I roll with Josh.
Whoa.
So
all right. You know what? Get the
that's
fuck
where
out
my
of here.
loyalties lie, and
the fuck
I
outta
appreciate your guys' time.
Yeah, no. We don't appreciate your time. Get out of here.
Get
Get out of here. We're done.
Thanks for the recommendation, dude.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. Fuck, dude, I don't know.
Podcast anyway.
Hey,
Get the fuck out of here. You know what? We're done. This is it.
that kind of hurt.
This is it. No, Edric, you know what?
I like those 6
No.
followers.
You know
dude.
what? These two fucking assholes are
Yeah.
not going to come back on the podcast anymore. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it. They're
fuck.
done. They're fucking done, dude. I've said it from the beginning. I don't know why the fuck.
Hey, did you gonna keep the thing where I said in the beginning, right? Where he hung himself?
I ready.
You keep that shit in.
I hope he goes.
Oh yeah,
to
hopefully he
fucking do that.
does. This time, hopefully it's in a fucking PF Chang's. This fucking-
Guys, sorry, I'm like a little bit disoriented, but just
how what will you rate Saw 6?
fucking 10.
Okay, there you
Fucking
go.
10.
Let's end it that
So,
way then. Hmm?
yeah, let's leave it like that. This has been Two Brothers.
I should have saw that shit online, dude. Fucking pirated. I shouldn't have spent fucking $5.
Days, dude.
2 hours of my fucking
give,
time.
Don't give
dude.
him fucking $5, dude. Don't pay him back for that shit. I'm being for real. Like, don't fucking give him anything for that. Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln was a good movie.
Oh, now you fucking say it?
Yeah.
After they're fucking gone?
I know.
Jesus, man. All right. This has been Two Brothers. I'm sorry about how that ended, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one.